The Browns give us a glimpse of Shedeur Sanders taking the NFL reaction test.
Where's Trav at?
Oh. No. He's not on the leaderboard.
Okay, shit.
You can do whatever you want.
All right, bet.
Chat is saying stand up.
All right, bet. First one, I'm going to go standing up. I can't even see. Hold on. Did you push it?
Yep.
Oh. I'm not close enough.
Okay, you got two.
I'm looking straight at it.
I did with my left.
It's just my ability wasn't there. Bet. Let me lock in now.
Oh.
Oh.
Gentle. Okay, you got 5.
All right, I feel like I'm getting distracted now. There we go, I got it. Ah! That was impressive, wasn't it?
Okay, 6.
That was impressive. That first one was lit. That first one was lit.
So a little bit of interaction. You see why he's kind of a likable guy. Doesn't take it too seriously. But let me ask you this. What are some signs in camp that things are going well? What are the kind of things that you'll hear when a rookie is starting to do things to move himself up the depth chart? And I'm specifically with Sanders.
I think, honestly, it's going to be, Sanders connected on a beautiful 20-yard in route. But the thing is going to be, what's the name attached to that? Is it Jerry Jeudy? Is it, wide receiver 12 and 13 that everybody is scrambling to find the name at the end of the program? Because if it goes well, obviously maybe and this is one of the advantages you have in my belief that Joe Flacco ends up the week 1 starter is Joe doesn't need a boatload of work, nor are you going to overwork a 40-year-old quarterback at the end of July or in August. So if these guys are starting to progress, then ideally you could probably give them a little bit more time than you would other teams in regards of getting their starting quarterback ready. Certainly turnovers are something, you don't want to hear. Batted down balls are certainly something you don't want to hear from either of the rookie quarterbacks. Or, the old phrase of would-be sack because, they didn't get rid of it and, they just blew the play dead. But I think, Shedeur, and to his credit, I mean, there is zero evidence that Shedeur Sanders is not working every day. It's literally, it seems that this is all this young man does, essentially, is, work, and throws a football a ton. But I think, and then when you get, there's 2 rounds of joint practices, I believe it's Carolina and Philly. A lot of it is going to be, how we see it when it actually gets to preseason games. Because you want to see it string together. You want to see it in the form of drives. Not a glimpse here on a Tuesday practice or, a couple of nice red zone balls on a Thursday practice. You want to see it turn into, 8, 9, 10 play drives, that hopefully lead to points. But, and again, I think the Browns are taking the right approach. And I think that was something maybe people kind of got up in arms with a little bit. As far as, the mini camp is that it didn't seem, like they were starting to progress Shedeur Sanders that much yet. But, with the joint practices, when he's doing it against other defenses, that begins basically the grading period. And then, of course, judging, of course, by success in preseason games as well.